Approximately 3 months before recording this video, I uploaded a video to my channel titled Why We Need to Condemn Cheating, the ZIBLACKING Situation. In this video, I discuss Advisor's then recently released exposing video on a French YouTuber known as ZIBLACKING, and the lack of backlash from his fanbase because of it. But regardless, let's talk about the reaction from his fanbase and how, non-existent the outrage, the backlash, or anything like that is from his fanbase. So I went to ZIBLACKING's latest videos, and he's getting almost no dislikes, no hate, or anything on the comment section. No one even questioning him being legit. They're just saying, oh my god, ZIBLACKING god, you're actually incredible at the game. Wow, this is crazy. Now, obviously, there was a few people in the comment section that were calling him out on cheating and questioning his legitimacy, but overall, there was an abnormally large number of people who just didn't care. It's almost as if no one even saw Advisor's video, but that doesn't make any sense because his video has 18,000 views. So obviously, a proportion or a small percentage, perhaps, of ZIBLACKING's fanbase did watch. After releasing my video, ZIBLACKING has continued to cheat on his YouTube channel and deny it with little to no objection from his subscriber base. Since his subscribers and the community at large has yet to wake up to what is transpiring here, I believed it was about time to take the situation into my own hands, and hence, this video has been created to expose ZIBLACKING's behavior so everyone finally wakes up to it. Who is ZIBLACKING? ZIBLACKING is a French Minecraft pop PvP YouTuber, known for making videos fighting good legitimate players, where he 10, 5, or 7-pots them, or gets them to accusate him, and then uploads it as an R series. He originally came to prominence after uploading a video cheating against Stimpy, where he got blacklisted. It is actually quite similar to how this channel originally got popular, but instead of admitting to cheating and moving on in less than a year after it occurred, he continues to deny cheating even today. He is incredibly obsessed with proving that he is legit and has made countless videos with HANDCAMS and various titles along the lines of proof I don't autoclick. Today I'm going to show you why none of this evidence matters and why ZIBLACKING is almost certainly not legit most of the time, and why if you're a fan of ZIBLACKING, you should not trust anything he says. So I'm going to start off this video by going through the different lines of evidence that we have in order to basically prove that ZIBLACKING is in fact a cheater. And the first line of evidence here is that he's actually been banned from My Men Club before. Now, he's basically been banned by their server-side anti-cheat known as Anti-Gaming Chair. Now, I know the common objections to this being used as evidence will be things such as claiming that AGC false bans or things like that, but the truth of the matter is that there are very few actual false bans on AGC, and the vast majority of true false bans are overturned upon appeal. Now, I'm not claiming that anything here is perfect, but it does seem very suspicious when he is banned by one of the best server-side anti-cheats. And I think that most anti-gaming chair bans are legitimate. Now, obviously, there are false bans, but as I said before, most of these are overturned. More importantly, most anti-gaming chair checks go through a rigorous process of testing before they're placed in a stage where they're allowed to automatically ban players from the server. Most checks are never created and then immediately implemented, and this ensures very high levels of accuracy when dealing with bans on MMC. In addition to this fact, anti-gaming chair is vastly different than something such as Watchdog, since the environment it operates in is much more stable and therefore less likely to cause false bans. For example, on Hypixel, there are numerous different causes to potential false bans, such as TNT jumping, which Watchdog has to account for and therefore causes exploits to form that clients can use to bypass. AGC is run on a practice server, meaning that there's flat terrain and therefore way less room for false bans since the amount of different actions a player can take is less than on Hypixel. Now, you might still say that this aside, false bans are still possible on MMC, and to that I say I agree, but only partially. This would be true if ZIBLACKING was banned by Anti-Gaming Chair once, or maybe even twice. But no, he wasn't banned that many times. ZIBLACKING was actually banned by Anti-Gaming Chair over 6 different times over a period of a few months on the server. This immediately rules out even the 0.001% chance of these being false bans and confirms that ZIBLACKING has certainly been cheating on MMC several times. He's even purchased an unban on MMC before. And by the way, just as I'm editing this video, Happis actually banned ZIBLACKING again on MMC for cheating, so Being good at the game does not explain being banned by anti-gaming share, and it certainly does not explain being banned by it 6 different times. It's impossible to explain away the validity of one of the bans, but when a ban occurs multiple times, the probability multiplies and it returns a number which is essentially 0. The chance of ZIBLACKING being false banned on HEC is basically 0. If I had to make a prediction, I'd say that ZIBLACKING will be banned from MMC during their next ban wave. In my opinion, these bans alone are enough proof to conclude that ZIBLACKING is a cheater and a pathological liar. But even if this evidence isn't sufficient for some of you guys, which I understand, this is 100% collaborated with more evidence. I will share it in the video later on. Now, a few months ago, in addition to being HEC banned around this time, ZIBLACKING was also banned by LUNAR client after fighting Advisor for a video. ZIBLACKING most likely wanted to upload a video, like destroying Advisor or whatever for his channel, and he was actually trying extremely hard during the video to kill Advisor, which is pretty funny to watch, but basically, Advisor pretty much threw the fight, and then he checked later and he saw that ZIBLACKING was actually banned on LUNAR client.
Glorious mousepad playing Minecraft, how sick. Bro, he's seriously trying so... It's because he auto-clicking on God. Oh, nice pot. No, he's trying, bro. Oh my god, he just pulled on me!
But yeah, so after this fight, ZIBLACKING actually got LUNAR client banned, and if you guys don't know what LUNAR client is, it's basically a client-side anti-cheat, and ZIBLACKING essentially bought an unban in order to get unbanned from it. There's a very high chance he was cheating when playing on LUNAR, because if you're banned by a client-side anti-cheat, it's very difficult to be false banned. However, it's still possible, it's just way less probable than, for example, a server-side anti-cheat, because when it's operating on the client side, it doesn't have to deal with things like lag and special instances and stuff like that, and it doesn't have to get the cheats through the Minecraft tick system, which is another issue that server-side anti-cheats have to deal with, and it makes them very inaccurate relative to client-side anti-cheats. But more importantly, you know, just to get banned by LUNAR client, I don't think that you're going to be able to get banned legitimately. I might be completely wrong about that, but I think this ban on LUNAR client is enough proof to say that ZIBLACKING was definitely cheating against Advisor. Now, ZIBLACKING would never admit to cheating against Advisor, which I'll get to later in the video, but I don't think that this was a false ban whatsoever. So yeah, this is more proof that ZIBLACKING is cheating. So let's say you're the type of person who doesn't really believe that a MMC ban or a LUNAR client ban is exact proof that someone's cheating. Well, this is for you. Okay, so credits to Advisor, obviously, and the person who screenshotted this originally for getting it, but basically there is direct proof that ZIBLACKING is in fact cheating because he actually opened a vape GUI on his stream. So we got this video right here of ZIBLACKING stream recorded, I believe on mobile. If not, it's recorded on like an iPad or something. But regardless, you can see ZIBLACKING's playing on PvP Temple, and he's actually a big advertiser at PvP Temple, which, to be honest, I might make a video exposing PvP Temple because pretty much their entire, like, server is completely fake, but I'll get to that later in a later video, probably. If you guys want to see me make a video on that, leave a like on this. But anyway, you can see ZIBLACKING is playing on PvP Temple, and he's, like, PvPing and everything's all good. But then, we got randomly, let me skip ahead a little bit, but then, okay, so let's say he's on PvP Temple, and he accidentally presses his vape GUI button in 3, 2, 1, boom! There we go. On the screen, you can see vape 3.26 on his screen while he's streaming on PvP Temple. So he's literally cheating on stream. Now, we're going to look at ZIBLACKING's response to this because it's actually glorious and doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So this is ZIBLACKING's response to literally opening a vape GUI on stream. Now, instead of just admitting to cheating and saying that he's sorry for it, he basically defends himself by saying, number one, it is PvP Temple his own server, which doesn't really excuse him for cheating. Like, obviously ZIBLACKING didn't want people to know that he was cheating, otherwise he would have, you know, definitely not try to hide vape while recording or streaming. Like, it doesn't make any sense. He clearly wanted to hide it from people. Now, if it's okay to cheat on your own server, why try to hide it from people? That's what I'm trying to understand. Now, just by saying it's your own server, once again, does not actually excuse you, because, as I said before, you know, he was trying to hide it. Number two, even Calvin or other YT cheat on their own server, LMAO, which is basically another version of other people do it, therefore it's okay. Like, okay, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. If someone does something bad in the real world or even on Minecraft or in any video games or anything online, that doesn't justify anyone else doing it. Like, that doesn't mean that you can do it just because someone else does it. It doesn't make any sense. I didn't make any fight with it. Well, he was actually using vape in the fight that he was doing right before he went into the hub and opened the GUI. Otherwise, vape couldn't have been injected, because usually the game freezes a little bit when the client's injected. We didn't see a freeze. It was a continuous stream from the previous time he was fighting. So he did have vape injected, that basically just proves his point right here as well. Number fourth, I recorded video for money. Once again, that doesn't actually mean anything. You're still trying to hide yourself cheating on the server. So, in my opinion, I think that this is total BS. And finally, we have number five. None of option is even toggled. LOL. Now, if you look at this right here, you can see that there is actually no proof that no option is toggled. For example, the thing right here called text GUI that you can see on the screen is actually, under settings, is actually what you'd use to basically check to see what modules are enabled or not. And because that's disabled, you can't actually see what modules he has on. He could actually have been using velocity reach, aim assist, auto clicker, etc., or even more than that, and we would have no idea. So, and in addition to that, you can see that the combat modules are actually underneath his webcam, so we can't actually see whether or not those are toggled on, or whether or not there's anything on that, which there probably isn't. But more importantly, there's no way to prove that he wasn't using anything, and he probably was. Like, I don't know why I don't know, I'm not 100% sure why you'd inject vape into your client and then not cheat. I just don't understand that. And then he, follows this up with, I recorded vape video on PvP land and made a render test next ad, forgot that vape was on, and next I logged into PvP Temple for a stream. That's the story. And once again, this doesn't really prove anything. He's still trying to hide it on the stream. Like, even if he forgot, it doesn't mean anything because he still injected it into his Minecraft in the first place. But yeah, this response is total rubbish. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Alright, so for our next piece of evidence, we got another video by Advisor. And by the way, you guys should go sub to him. He gathered most of this evidence, but we actually have a little bit more we're going to go into a little after that. But basically, this is ZIBLACKING cheating on his stream. And if you want to know a really good way to tell if someone's auto-clicking, just check to see them refill their pots in their inventory. Because if they click way too fast for it to be normal, then they're clearly auto-clicking. And this is precisely what ZIBLACKING does here. So we're going to full screen this and watch this video.
I honestly am convinced he's using a sound clicker, bro. You can hear them, like, in the background, but you physically cannot have a keyboard that loud and not be able to hear clicks which are next to it. It's physically impossible.
Mad, very mad.
You can hear them, but it's a program, like, just generating the clicks. I had one before.
What should get?
Alright, so now I want you guys to watch this. This is a pretty good proof that ZIBLACKING is in fact auto-clicking, because you can see that when he refills, you can't really hear his clicks in his inventory.
Good. Whoa, we're not playing very good.
Look at that! There's absolutely no clicks associated with this at all, and this is a stream, so you have to realize that this is completely live, so you can't really blame lag or anything like that.
Where the fuck were those clicks? Dude, where were they?
Whoa, we're not playing very good.
Boom! Yeah, so that's a blatant auto-clicker, but I actually came across this video as well. Proof I'm not auto-clicking, Feet Purja, 9-potted, 11 to 13 CPS. Now, if you watch this video, let me put it in full screen, and look at the top right, you can see ZIBLACKING clicking, and you can hear his clicks as well. However, if you actually take the video and slow it down, you're going to notice something very strange. You're going to notice that the amount of clicks he's getting in his, mouse cam does not really line up to what I'm hearing on the screen whatsoever. So let me slow this down to 0.25 and turn up the volume. So, unless you want to say that background noise is his clicks, which I highly doubt it is, he's clicking way slower than what you're seeing on the screen. Now, watch this one more time, guys. There's a click. There's a click, there's a click, there's a click. There's a click. There's no clicks, no clicks, no clicks, no clicks, and he's still swinging. So, what's going on, dude? Why are you swinging when you're not clicking? There's a click. There's a click. There's 2 clicks. You can see it up on his mouse cam. He's clicking, right? 3. A bunch of clicks, right? So, like, this is normal. This is normal, right? But then randomly, you can just see that there's no clicks sometimes. Where are the clicks? Where are the clicks right there? You're swinging. There's no clicks. Are you holding down a button? Which I think you are. I think you're clicking over an auto clicker because look at this. No clicks, no clicks, no clicks, no clicks. There's a click. Okay, so there's 1 click. That makes sense. That makes total sense. And also, if you look at your hand cam, dude, you're clicking like 4 CPS. So I have no idea what you're doing. There's clicks. Okay, there's clicks. Nope. Okay, there's a click. Okay, there's a bunch of clicks. Now this sounds like you're jitter clicking. Like, this sounds like it's a normal speed, right? Let's skip ahead a little bit. Okay, so there's clicks right here. Clicks right here. There's no clicks, dude. Where are your clicks? Where exactly are your clicks? You're swinging. Your clicks are here? Where are your clicks? No clicks? There's still no clicks. Where are the clicks? Where are the clicks? Okay, can someone please explain to me where ZIBLACKING's clicks went? We need to go find them. They're actually lost, okay? We need to find ZIBLACKING's missing clicks. Where are the clicks? No click yet? Still not a click. There's still no clicks. Oh, we got 1 click. We got 2 clicks. We got 2 clicks. We got a bunch of clicks. Okay, you're gonna go pot because you're right clicking now, so obviously you're gonna click. Okay, still no clicks. Okay, now you clicked once? Okay. Dude, it's like the clicks are completely gone. Proof I'm not auto-clicking. But he's missing clicks. What are you talking about? Proof I'm not auto-clicking. Okay. Dude, you just were clicking for a solid 2 seconds before I could hear your clicks. Watch this one more time, guys. Watch this. He turns around, clicking, clicking, clicking. Now you can hear his clicks. Now you can hear his clicks. Oh! You can't hear his clicks anymore. Okay, now you can hear him again. Alright, now obviously when he turns around, you can hear his right click. It's loud. Now, if you want to say that background noise that's like do is his clicks, then I'm gonna just say that it's clear that he's using a sound clicker because that all, like, literally all sounds identical. Listen to that. Also, why in the world does, like, I mean, I guess jitter clicking sounds a little different than normal clicking, but still, like, you have to explain why everything sounds the same. If you think that those background noises are his clicks, when they clearly aren't. So everyone, I took the MP3 of ZIBLACKING quote-unquote clicking in that video, and I actually found something very interesting. So I want you guys to listen to this real quick. Okay, so I want you to notice how the background click sounds, which are happening very rapidly, are actually underneath the click sounds, which are much louder. Like, for example, so if you actually scroll right here and then listen to the sound right here, you can see that there's actually a click sound here. And then there's, in addition to these clicks, there's actually a clicking sound that's underneath this. And it's actually so, you know, quiet that you can't actually see it on the Sony Vegas audio meter. So what this indicates to me is that I believe that the clicks that are very rapid fire are coming from his auto clicker, his sound clicker, and his clicks that are you can hear normally are coming from his fingers clicking over the auto clicker. Now, if you actually want to know why I think that, well, there's a few reasons. Number one, you can tell that the clicks coming from his mouse are much louder than the clicks coming from his auto clicker. Like, as you can see, that versus this. there is a huge difference. The clicks from his mouse are much louder. So what I believe is happening is he's actually turned down his desktop audio. And that's actually why the music in the background of this actually sounds very quiet if you listen. See how quiet it sounds? So that's because his mouse is actually not generating the clicks, and it's not coming from his microphone. It's actually coming from his desktop audio, which means he's using a sound clicker. And all he did was turn down the desktop audio, and that's why the rapid fire clicks are so far underneath his normal clicks. Like, let me show you what I found. So I'm gonna move my mic over here, and I'm not gonna be able to use my camera at the moment, or maybe I will. Here, let me actually use my camera. Hold up. Give me 1 second, guys. So, basically, let me do this really quickly. Alright, so you can see my mouse here. Let's see. Oh, let me make sure I am good. Alright, cool. So you see my mouse here, guys. So if I click, listen to this sound. Clicking normally is this sound. If I jitter click, it's basically the same volume. It doesn't really matter if I click normally, unless I'm going like this, which he was not doing. He was kind of doing like this. This is basically the same noise as jitter clicking, right? So like it's basically the same noise. Listen to this, guys, for 1 second. Like, it's about the same volume, but for some reason ZIBLACKING's is so much quieter. So that pretty much proves that I believe he's using a sound clicker. And secondly, if you take a look at the sounds that are actually being generated here, now if you listen to this right here, you can see that it's basically the same exact sound that's repeating over and over again. Listen to this. Like, I could probably isolate, if I could, I would isolate a specific sound, and you would be able to see that this sound is identical to the next sound. But once again, when you jitter click, that doesn't necessarily happen. You will have like slight discrepancies usually in the sound that you have. Now, obviously, there's no way to 100% prove this, but it does seem extremely sketchy, and I do believe that he's using a sound clicker in this video. Dude, why is he clicking like 4 CPS? Dude, if you listen to his clicks, he's clicking way slower than he's actually swinging here. But okay, regardless, you guys can see that these hand cam videos are clearly not real. That actually segments me into my next part, which basically talks about how hand cams prove literally nothing. So yeah, let's get started into that. So, ZIBLACKING has made a countless number of videos with a mouse cam, basically saying that because he's recording with the mouse cam, this apparently proves that he's not auto-clicking. Well, first of all, it is really easy to fake your finger shaking while holding down the mouse button 1, which is usually the toggle key for most auto-clickers, which basically makes it look like you're playing legit, but in reality, you're actually auto-clicking. And in addition to that, you could also be clicking over, I don't know, TriggerBot or something, which is what I used to do in the past, and I know that because I used to make videos, quote-unquote, using a mouse cam, and I used to be cheating in them. They don't prove anything, and I made a video about some guy claiming that his mouse cam was proving that he wasn't using safe walk, or, you know, that he was God bridging or whatever legit, about a year ago. And that was actually about a video that Shotgun Raids put up, but believe it or not. But yeah, so here's a clip from that video where I basically explain why mouse cams prove absolutely nothing. Why I know that is because I used to use a mouse cam to try to prove that it was legit while I was hacking. There's a lot of different ways you could cheat with the mouse cam. You can't really auto-click. However, you could use like a TriggerBot. I mean, actually, you could technically auto-click, but the clicker would double-click, which is what was happening here in this video from 2015. And let me just show you this right now. So, as you can see, I have a mouse cam, right? And, you know, my ring finger's completely destroyed from holding a pencil in school. But you can see right here, I'm clicking, and let me turn on the volume for a second. I'm clicking, and, you know, the hits I'm getting are completely out of range and stuff. And this is incredibly blatant for 2018, but it's not really that blatant for 2015. Most of the comments I'm getting on this video are like, man, you are underrated. These are the 3-year-old comments, by the way, not the recent ones. Man, you are underrated. You should be up there with Stimpy. And then, like, a few people are accusating me, but Yeah, okay. Then this guy's like, reading his comments give me autism. Can't believe people thought you were legit. Yeah, this is completely legit looking for 2015, but not legit, or 2014 at least, but not legit looking at all for 2018 or 17 or even 16. This is incredibly blatant for those years, but nothing looked like this back then. Every hacked client would snap your head to your opponent. So this is just one example of how you can cheat with a mouse cam. Like, I'm just clicking over trigger bot, which, you know, that doesn't really exist as a hack anymore. But back in the day, like, most people, a lot of people who watched this video thought I was legit and thought I got false banned. Just look at the like to dislike ratio, for example. I mean, yeah. So what I honestly think is going on here is ZIBLACKING is clicking over an auto clicker, which is most likely a hold to click auto clicker, although it could be any other keybind. Doesn't necessarily have to be your left button. But I believe that ZIBLACKING is clicking over an auto clicker, and that's because the click sounds are very different depending on whether or not they're continual or, you know, static, or, you know, for a short period of time versus a long period of time. And the fact that the click sounds all sound really similar to each other. And I think that because when you click over an auto clicker, you actually generate double clicks because you're holding the auto clicker and then you click. As you click, it's sending clicks from the auto clicker basically, and usually there's some overlap there. That actually causes double clicks on the server side, and people can see that on the server side anti-cheats, as I described in my video about whether or not butterfly clicking or why butterfly clicking was bannable. I described that, you know, double clicking was bannable because, you know, hacked clients used to do it, but more importantly, he can actually use that as an excuse for butterfly clicking. So when you butterfly click, generally you get double clicks. However, when he clicks over the auto clicker, he will also get double clicks, and there's no functional difference between the two. Generally on the server side, you're just going to see double clicks. I'm sure there might be some method of differentiating. It would be kind of difficult though, but you know, there might be some method of differentiating between double clicks and clicking over an auto clicker. But for now, it's not very difficult. It's not very easy to do so. So what's likely happening is he's just hiding behind the excuse of butterfly clicking, when in reality he's clicking over an auto clicker. Anyway, so that's all I'm going to say about him cheating at the moment, and I know this video is getting really long, but there's still more to go, guys. Next part is going to be about ZIBLACKING scamming, his regedits, his strikes, his overall toxicity in the community, and stuff like that. But yeah, so this is part 3. So if you click on any ZIBLACKING video, for example, we have the 50k they can't relate OMFG video, which is his 50k subscriber montage. And by the way, just a quick note about this video, he's playing on MMC in this, and he was banned basically for cheating a little while later, so he's 100% cheating in his 50k montage. Like, it's almost basically confirmed since he set off HEC logs and everything. And scroll down a little bit to the description, you can actually see that there's a link to a regedit shop. Now, ZIBLACKING is pretty adamant that he does not cheat, and he in fact uses the regedit, which is at his regedit shop. And as you can see right here, around 2 years ago, he made a video where he basically showcased his custom regedit, and he explains why it's basically going to give him advantages in-game. Now, if you're a viewer of this channel, you know that regedit is completely placebo, and if it's going to help your connection, it's going to help it in an extremely minor way where you're not going to be able to notice. However, we're going to take a look at his shop, and we're going to look at what kind of regedit he's selling and what the prices he's selling it for are, and stuff like that. Anyway, so we got ZIBLACKING's regedit / connection things. The description reads, selling the best and the most different technique for Minecraft PvP, all private, made by me, never leaked, new features soon. You can purchase with PaySafe card on Twitter at ZIBLACKING. So you can see he sells FPS tips, he sells .bats, and he also sells the ultimate ZIBLACKING pack. So basically, this is a scam. This is 100% a scam. None of these programs likely do anything. And in fact, the fact that he's selling a regedit for $25 like a Regedit profile for $25 proves that this guy has scammed probably hundreds and hundreds and maybe even thousands of dollars out of his fan base. That is absolutely disgraceful, and he needs to immediately take this down, because this is a scam. There is no argument here. Yes, you're stupid if you buy this. Yes, obviously, like, people can buy this if they want to. But first of all, the fact that he's purporting it to be real and selling it for 25 euros, not dollars, is ridiculous. But we're going to look at this right here. Be the best at the game. My private settings include Regedit optimization, Windows optimization. In the file, it apparently improves knockbacks, which is not correct because, once again, knockback is a server-sided thing and not a client-sided thing. So there's not much that a Regedit is going to do to improve your knockbacks. Improve reach, completely impossible, because reach is a set value in the Minecraft client code. Connection speed improvement. Yes, but this connection speed improvement will not be measurable in-game as you're marketing it to be. Regedit improvement, well, you're literally selling a Regedit. Executable files, softwares, and text tutorial. So apparently, this is going to make you really good at PvP, even though it's a total scam. A 1.2 kilobyte file for $25. Ridiculous. Next up, we got the op.bat, which I've actually covered in a video before. And this basically says it makes you take less knockback and makes you have the biggest reach, useless 8-block combos. So, yeah, this is completely placebo. A .bat file cannot edit your knockback or your reach. That's just, like, factually true. I mean, unless you're making it do some crazy stuff with server packets and stuff, which obviously this is not if it's 1.8 kilobytes. I just don't believe that's what this is doing. So that's a scam for $5. We also have the FPS tips, which I'm not going to go into, but these are probably also a scam, or, like, it's not going to take you from 22 to 1000 FPS. But we're going to take a look at this. This is the ultimate ZIBLACKING pack. Include everything. Everything that I ever sold is here. PvP tutorial from me, the #1 of the leaderboards. Well, I mean, that's fair enough to sell here. I don't blame him for selling that. That's okay. Improve your game's smoothness. What does that mean? What does smoothness mean? That is the most vague thing I've ever heard. Give you a real advantage on your enemy. Okay, can you please prove where this advantage is given? Like, there's no proof that any of this works, and it definitely does not. And once again, it says improve knockbacks, improve reach, and FPS improvement. Once again, there's no way to improve either of those through a Regedit. So he made this video called Perfect Minecraft Latency, which has 142,000 views. And he's basically using this video to advertise his Regedit that he's selling to fans. And this actually has nearly 3,000 upvotes, which basically proves that a large proportion of these people who watched the video most likely upvoted and also bought his Regedit, which is really sad. He's saying, like, best worldwide, never lose, etc. like that. Like, basically saying that this video apparently proves that his Regedit works, when in reality, he's playing on a random practice server who no one has ever heard of in their entire life, that probably have a mediocre reach detection, and he's probably on here with 3.5 blocks of misplace and a 70% velocity modifier, and then acting like his Regedit is actually what's causing him to be good. Like, okay, that doesn't even make any sense. So, ZIBLACKING, in addition to running a scam Regedit shop, is actually also known to scam server owners out of money. This is exactly how he does it. He basically goes to a server owner and he goes, "Hey, owner, I'm gonna record on your server and do a stream or whatever. Just pay me some money and, I'll record the stream for you and get you some players on your server and stuff." And usually, with most people, this deal will go pretty smoothly and everything. However, there are multiple examples of ZIBLACKING basically asking to record on servers, then being paid for it, and then not actually going through and doing the stream. Now, I'm actually going to be interviewing SimplyTrash here, who is the owner of CavePvP.com, and he is one of the prime server owners that actually got scammed by ZIBLACKING. So here is that interview right here. Alright everyone, so we're here with SimplyTrash, the owner of Cave PvP, who is one of the people who has actually been scammed by ZIBLACKING in the past. There has been others, however, he is one of the prominent owners who's actually been scammed by ZIBLACKING. So, hello, SimplyTrash.
Hello.
Alright, so, basically, I want you to start off by how'd you get in contact with ZIBLACKING and what the deal was for him to basically record on your server. So just tell the story.
So basically, a while back, around October, Halloween, we had a launch that we wanted to go big, and basically we saw that he was doing really good on views, and he had really good subs and everything. So I DM'd him on Twitter and asked him how much for you to re-upload a trailer. And just a note, like, this is actually Twitter, it was linked to his YouTube and everything, and he responded with like, yo, it's $80, 80 euros for a trailer. I was like, oh, okay, what's your PayPal email? And then it kind of went easy like that, so I sent him the payment. I gave him the details of the trailer, and since my PayPal account is a Canadian verified PayPal, like some of my payments go on hold for some reason. So, yeah, when I sent the payment, I explained to him that it would go on hold and everything, and he said, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so the PayPal payment basically went on hold and
For 24 hours.
For 24 hours, which is normal, right, when you're doing these payments?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every YouTuber I've ever dealt with is fine with it.
Yeah. So what happens after the payment goes on hold? So does ZIBLACKING not respond then, or like when does it happen?
So after I explained to him, he said, I'll upload the video when the payment's done. I'm like, okay. Well, you can ask any YouTuber though. It always goes through. So on my side, it said it was fully complete and it went through and everything.
Yeah.
And obviously I waited after 24 hours and it said complete and everything on my side. And then I said, did it come in? And I'm pretty sure he left me on red at this point. It says red right now. But yeah, and then I sent him all the details again the day after. Said, can you please re-upload it or give me my money back? And yeah, he just didn't respond to me.
So basically, ZIBLACKING asked for the money, he got the money, and then he just stopped responding.
Yep. Hasn't said anything since.
So how long have you been trying to get in contact with ZIBLACKING in order to get this money back?
So this has been since October. So the launch was happening October 27th, and I paid him around October 25th.
Yeah.
And basically ever since the launch actually happened, I was suspicious. I was like, I thought he was gonna upload it like maybe like a Friday, because the launch was on Saturday and I paid him on Thursday. But I thought he was gonna upload it on a Friday or something like that. But yeah, so he never did it, and I've been asking him ever since.
Yeah, and yeah, I believe I've seen proof of the, and I'll put the proof on the screen right now of the payment, and it's honestly really scummy that he's actually doing this. Do you have any other things to share about ZIBLACKING that you know of or anything like that?
Yeah, actually, so I DM'd him again. Well, because I think, I don't know if it was Advisor's video or something. Someone came out
Probably,
with
most
it.
likely.
Yeah, so I asked him again on June 12th, which is, yeah, like a couple months ago. And he was like, oh, and I was like, can I re-upload the trailer now, just to kind of, because you owe me, right? Can you just re-upload a trailer and we can drop this beef and everything?
Yeah.
And just call it a day?
Yeah, perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, yeah. And then he said, you destroyed my reputation. I lost so much money because of you. And I was like, I lost a lot because of you too.
Dude, that is something I have noticed. Don't mind to cut you off if you don't mind. Basically, I have noticed that he seems to focus quite a bit on money on Twitter. He's like, yeah, I got all this money. The haters give me all the money. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever you say. Yeah. Selling your $45 Regedit. Totally legit. Definitely not scammed his fans out of thousands of dollars or anything like that.
He's such a scummy person, honestly. I don't get why he does it.
Completely agree. All right. Well, thank you. Anything else to add at all, or?
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know why he did this. To be honest, ZIBLACKING. There's really no point in doing this.
Yeah, there's multiple people. Who's the other person? Who has been scammed?
I don't know. This other server. I think it's practice server.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, and basically that's it.
Yeah.
This is proof that ZIBLACKING scams server owners. So to the next section. So ZIBLACKING, in addition to all of this, is also known to strike down videos that he does not like, basically abusing the YouTube copyright system to get a video taken down. Now, I really hope that this video doesn't get taken down, but if it does, I'll file a dispute and everything, and it'll get restored, because there's nothing really wrong with this video. I'm not violating any copyright laws or anything, but If you do see this video be taken down, don't be surprised, but I will make a follow-up video talking about what happened and stuff. But anyway, right here, I'm going to talk to Advisor about the copyright strike, how we got it resolved, and ZIBLACKING in general for a few minutes. So yeah, enjoy this part. Alright everyone, so we're here with Advisor, and Advisor is actually one of the YouTubers who has gotten striked by ZIBLACKING. Hello, Advisor.
Hello, what is good?
Alright, and as always, Advisor's channel link will be in the description, and you guys can go check it out. I recommend you guys sub to him because he's helped me out, and he's actually gotten a lot of the evidence that I presented in this video. But anyway, basically, Advisor, your video has gotten striked by ZIBLACKING before, correct?
Yeah.
And this video did, and this video did not violate any like normal copyright laws. You just showed a portion of someone else's video or something like that, correct?
I mean, in the TOS it says if you just literally use somebody's video, like comment, like as long as it's not like a hard copy.
Yeah.
You know, it was completely within the time, so.
Yeah, fair use. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made a video on ZIBLACKING, and it was using one of his clips from his videos.
What was the video?
It was a video of him fighting, and he did a hand cam against someone. He used that in one of my videos, just showing out like how he was faking hand cams with sound clicking and whatever, what I thought personally. And maybe like five days after that video, I received a strike from him. It got cleared up with YouTube pretty fast.
Yeah.
They dealt with it because they found out that he was just completely fabricating the whole thing. So yeah, it was reinstated or whatever. But
right.
Yeah, he had the intention of just like striking down as many videos of mine as he could.
So basically, it's just a organized campaign by him to induce censorship of anyone who speaks out against him or like what he's doing in terms of his scamming or his cheating or anything like that.
Right. I mean, he has a complete like vendetta against me because I'm one of the main people which speaks out against him. Like for example, if the other screenshot that I sent you, a message that he sent to Blasty Mindman. I had previously made a video on Blasty. It was called Trolling a Toxic Minecraft Player. And what happened was, in that same thing, I was using a clip from Blasty. So he decided to, like, link that video saying, oh, he's used your clip, you can strike this down. So, like, he's encouraging the fake strikes of my videos, which were definitely in fair use. So, he has this, like, intention always to, like, one-up people and just do, obviously, things which are against terms of service.
Yeah, and I think it's just a blatant abuse of the YouTube copyright system as well for, like, just to strike down your, video, even though it was just criticism. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else to add, Advisor?
Nothing else. All I kind of want to say is, guys, this guy's really manipulative. He's gonna make this out just as like a big joke on Twitter. Obviously, he does this all as a joke, and he just tries to make it look like a joke. Like, he knows what he's doing, so I'm just gonna all of the proof and everything that's been presented in this video, just take it with a grain of salt, because, I think you guys really need to understand how this guy is. But yeah, that's all I really need to say.
Yeah, and one final thing I'm gonna add on to this is ZIBLACKING seems to be, heavily toxic and a really bad influence into the community and everything, and I think that really needs to be called out, so thank you for doing that, Advisor.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright. And the last thing I'm going to add to this is that ZIBLACKING, if you're watching this video and you strike this video down, all it's going to be doing is proving me correct. There's no need to strike down a video where you're basically being exposed. Why not argue against someone? Why not provide counter examples or counter evidence? Instead of just trying to get your opponent to shut up, you should actually try to argue against them, and maybe then you can get somewhere and maybe realize your own faults. So I'm really going to end this off with a few things. Now, number one, this is not all of everything that ZIBLACKING has done. He's also encouraged toxicity. There's been another server owner who's been scammed. However, I tried to make this as comprehensive, but also as short as possible. And I know it's 47 minutes or so, but this is pretty much all of what I'm going to be going over here. However, I genuinely wanted to say that I really hope that ZIBLACKING and the better part of his fan base wake up to his behavior, and I hope he realizes what he's doing with his scamming and his cheating is not okay and should not be tolerated within this community. Now, I understand he's probably going to take this whole video as a joke, but he should get backlash for this, and he should realize that scamming children and scamming people just in general out of thousands of dollars and cheating for fame on Minecraft isn't really good idea. So I recommend that he has some, you know, self-introspection after this video, and he realizes that his behavior is not that good. And honestly, if he, you know, decides to man up and apologize for it, I commend him for that. If he writes a full apology explaining what he did is wrong and everything, that's okay. But honestly, he's not going to do that unless he gets backlash from his fans, which is the hard, unfortunate truth. But that's just, you know, that's the way it is. So I don't know what else to say. I think that I really hope, and I obviously don't send, like, excessive hate to ZIBLACKING, but you got to tell him that he's cheating. You got to tell him, call him out that he's a scammer, he's a cheater, because those are just facts. Like, that is indisputable proof. So yeah, honestly, that's it. So this has been a project that's taken me a week or two to compile all the evidence. I didn't do it all in one go, obviously, but I've kind of done it in iterations. But pretty much that's it. I will see you guys later. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you have.